Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. Hot Take Sunday, give you some things to think about, some things to argue about in the comment section. I want to talk Kuzma. I want to talk Jason Tatum for a little bit, De'Aaron Fox, and Lonzo. All right. So my thoughts on Kuzma. I just saw the blue versus white USA game. And to my surprise, Kuzma wasn't one of the main guys. Now, this is just me by being naive. I didn't know how the USA team was set up. I just assumed from pictures, from seeing stuff on Twitter, little videos of Kuzma shooting the basketball, dunking with De'Aaron Fox at the Enterprise. It just kind of felt that Kuzma was one of the main guys. Now, when my first impression was like, damn, where's Kuzma? He wasn't in the first squad. He wasn't even in the second squad. Now, I could be wrong. I didn't see him in the second squad. And then I see him eventually. And then when he's making shots, the bench is like celebrating like he's one of the scrubs. You know, you get what I'm saying, right? You know, like one of the guys when at the end of the game, fourth quarter, one of the scrubs kind of makes a couple of buckets. All the starters are like clapping and giving them dap and stuff like that. I was like, damn, I was like kind of a reality check. And it just made me think like, you know what? We got Kuzma still have some growing to do. Now, here's my thoughts. People are saying, Mike, that's just Pop giving him limited minutes, not showing favoritism or whatever, or Steve Kerr. I don't know. My motto is this. The market never lies. If you can play, you'll be out there. And Kuzma has some deficiencies. And so what? Pop is keeping Kuzma out, but he's not keeping Jason Tatum out, or keeping De'Aaron Fox out, or keeping, Donovan Mitchell out, or keeping, you know what I mean? So you got Kemba, you got Donovan Mitchell, some of the main guys starting, and then you got De'Aaron Fox and Jason Tatum just looks like they're on another level. Like De'Aaron Fox is going to be a problem. When I saw him, it was like, wow, he looks really good. And his just growth. I saw him, I've been keeping an eye on him last year, and he just looks like he's about to be an all-star. And Jason Tatum's game is so poised, so professional. His game also is just like growing another level. And then when you watch Kuzma, it's like Kuzma still have these limitations, which what keeps him out. So for example, I saw Kuzma defend somebody in that game. His feet is still jittery. His feet still moving. He doesn't know how to defend. Like, he's not putting his waist, his hips, his core on the next guy to keep him out, like what we saw Lonzo do. Lonzo really did that early on as a rookie even. He doesn't know how to do that. His feet's still tapping. It's like happy feet, and then the guy blows right by him. Not only that, I think one thing that keeps Kuzma out of a starting lineup in like a game like that or other teams is, as a starter, you have to have different capabilities. Like, you just can't be a scorer. You have to play within the confines of that team. So when I say the market doesn't lie, the market never lies. So what I mean by that is if you can play in the context of what the coach needs and the team needs, you will be on the floor. And most of the time as a starter, you need to not only be able to defend, but you have to play with poise. You have to be able to play make. You have to be able to have a high basketball IQ on the offensive end, know when to take that shot, know when to pass the ball, right? Know when to. Whereas Kuzma, it's almost like he gets the ball head down looking to score, and when he does pass, it's not an intentional pass. It's just, I have to do that, make sure I get the ball back. Like, he's not thinking, he's more of a better suited right now for a guy off the bench, kind of like Vinny Johnson microwave. I think he's a microwave type. Not the same game as a Vinny Johnson, old school Vinny Johnson for Detroit Pistons, but they used to call Vinny Johnson the microwave because he would come off and he'd be hot right away. He'd come off the bench and he just gets on fire. And I think that's Kuzma's role right now, in my opinion. Kuzma's best suited for that because he can score. But I think those limitations in some of those other ways is what's going to keep him, I think, growth-wise, out of that starting lineup. That's just what I'm thinking right now. So reality check on Kuzma. The other thing is this. De'Aaron Fox looks really good. Jason Tatum's game looks poised. Those two guys look like all-stars. They're playing like an all-star in my opinion. Now, that may be, somebody commented and said this. Mike, I said we should have picked De'Aaron Fox over Lonzo. And listen, in hindsight, am I going to argue with that? What's my true thoughts? De'Aaron Fox over Lonzo, would I have done it? If now where I'm at right this second, possibly. De'Aaron Fox, no knock to Lonzo. Lonzo is still a great player, can defend, has all these other capabilities. He can play at a high level. But De'Aaron Fox to me is on another level. De'Aaron Fox to me is Mike Conley on steroids with a combination of Russell Westbrook and something else. Meaning he plays like a Mike Conley style with his left hand, but he's quicker than everybody else, and he attacks and he can defend. Kind of like an early Russell Westbrook. And he's just good. Like his IQ on both ends is just on another level. Not to say Lonzo's IQ is not there. His IQ is there, but he doesn't have his shot, can't make free throws, and he's injury prone. That right there puts him a notch below where De'Aaron Fox is right now. And so would I in hindsight, at the time, and I'm going to stick with the time, I rode with Lonzo. Lonzo was our guy. But look at him. Lonzo's not even here anymore. And De'Aaron Fox is like a franchise player for Sacramento Kings. People are saying, Mike, well, what are you going to do? You're going to trade De'Aaron Fox? We wouldn't have got Anthony Davis. Now, I'm not talking about that. Situation would have played out differently. I'm talking player for player, right? And obviously, I'm not going to trade. If I know Anthony Davis is going to come regardless, I'm not trading De'Aaron Fox for Anthony Davis. I don't think no GM would have done that. When Anthony Davis was going to come to your squad anyway, nah. You still would have packaged other people, but you wouldn't have traded De'Aaron Fox. Trust me. He's a franchise player. And that's the point. Lonzo, out of sight, out of mind. And that's just the reality of the market, man. It's sad that I'm saying that, but until he gets back and he plays a full season, he gets to an all-star level, like what we're seeing right now with De'Aaron Fox, that's the reality. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, like, and subscribing. Debate these topics in the comment section. What's your thoughts on Kuz? You think I'm right or wrong? And what's your thoughts on De'Aaron Fox over Lonzo? I think we probably should have picked De'Aaron Fox over Lonzo. Anyway, holla at your boy. We'll talk.